morning, dear people of the internet, and welcome to a new video where we'll be diving into that girl or it girl aesthetic, because what does being that girl even mean? Like, it doesn't say a lot about the person, right? It's the least descriptive aesthetic or trend that I've ever seen, and that's saying something. So we'll be diving into whatever that means. First, we'll turn to Wikipedia, the almighty source of information that you're never allowed to use in high school, or at least I wasn't. But they have sort of a definition of what that girl means, so here it goes. The that girl aesthetic is an online subculture and fashion marketed as catering to people who seek a holistic emphasis on beauty. So that's what a that girl is. All done, we know it. Goodbye, see you next week. Of course, stay here please, that's not the case. I'd say that it goes a little far to call this a subculture, because you need a little more culture than an ongoing TikTok trend that has been going on for literal years. I still have no idea how one would reach this state of holistic beauty, because that's a little vague. It sounds like you would be in a state of enlightenment when you would become that girl, but the words that girl mean like you're a saint and like it's an insult at the same time. So it's very confusing. But I'm very sure that the that girls on TikTok can tell us how it works and what it is, and then I can tell you why it's unrealistic. Or maybe probably even add something about the broader sense of culture and whatever. That's what we're gonna be doing.
There are only 4 months left of the year, so let's spend them becoming the best version of ourselves. When we think about becoming that girl, the first thing we want to do is get clear on what that actually means to us. When I think about the best version of my future self, she wakes up early, she does her skincare routine, she goes to Pilates, she is organized and she lives a very well-balanced life. And so I'm going to start showing up in ways that reflect that. Now, it's really important to remember that a self-love journey is exactly that. It's a journey, so we can't expect to see any changes overnight. So let's be gentle on ourselves, especially as we're adapting to new changes in our life. And most importantly, we should celebrate the small wins and fall in love with the journey itself.
According to this that girl, being a that girl has a lot to do with self-care at 4 a.m. I actually do appreciate a few things about this video. My critique on other beauty aesthetics, like the clean girl, the skinny girl, the glow-up trends, whatever, we've all talked about that, is that people don't have time to do all this stuff in their day. This person, this that girl, has a very great solution for you, or like maybe the entire aesthetic, who knows, has a very great solution for you. Just get up earlier to do all the stuff that you need to do to become more beautiful. Just like the podcast bros. Just take that alpha male podcast bro ideal and then put it into female words, I guess, and then you have a that girl. I need to change my argument here from nobody has time for that to nobody has energy for that. To clarify, this is one of those things that is great if it works for you, but it is not going to work for most people. Like, most people have a job. A lot of people in this economy have multiple jobs, so getting up earlier to do all this stuff will make you have less time to sleep and therefore be less healthy even. So it's not gonna work for the majority of people. The thing that I genuinely, non-sarcastically do appreciate is that this person says that you're not gonna become that girl overnight, because changes don't happen overnight. They take a long time to grow if it's like lifestyle changes. And that is true, and I agree, and it's great that this person mentions that. Not every that girl seems to agree with that though.
This is how you are going to become that girl overnight. If you aren't already, then you need to start using heatless curls. These are the ones that I like to use. You can get them at like Target or Amazon, and I swear they are an actual cheat code. You can also use like the band of a robe or even a sock, works really well. Take not even 5 minutes to take out, and I'm definitely not a morning person, so I love that.
So according to this person, you can become a that girl overnight, and these heatless girls are a very literal example of that, which is kind of funny. I have absolutely nothing against heatless girls. I think heatless girls, if you want girls, are a great tool, because it seems like a low effort, low cost thing to do, and that's great. She even says that you can use socks for that. That's beautiful, because you probably already have socks. Anyhow, the thing is though that the Wikipedia article that I mentioned earlier has some other that girl reference to an article where this that girl says that clean girl and that girl are about the same thing. But you will never catch a clean girl with heatless curls, from what I understand, because I'm absolutely not a clean girl. An integral part to clean girl aesthetic seems to be like having a straight slick back hairstyle that would be harder to accomplish if you have curls in your hair, or like even waves in your hair. Like, I have curly hair, and I just got a shirt literally at midnight last night, which is why I'm wearing a hat, because I need to make it better. Anyhow, not important. I have curls. I have worn a lot of buns and tails in my hair, and it's an absolute nightmare to get those to look good. You know, you always have like those bubbles in your hair if you have curls. So I don't think heatless curls are something that a clean girl would do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem to fit with the things that I've seen. I'm pointing this out because because it seems like the That Girl TikTokers themselves cannot even agree on a definition for this aesthetic trend, whatever, which is gonna be important later. And also the funny thing is that this person says that she's not a morning person, so I guess we don't know, we cannot know, but I don't think she's getting up at 4 a.m. either.
Swear nothing's worse than wearing something that you don't feel comfortable and confident in, so wear something that makes you feel best. It'll make you feel the most confident and put together, and it will just radiate it girl energy.
Wow, maybe I need to become a That Girl person, because I actually really agree with this. Wearing clothes you like and fits with how you feel is very helpful and very great and way better than a lot of people. Again, forgive my reference to clean girl aesthetic. All the clothing styles of clean girl people look the same. They're a really big part of people looking the same, but this person is actually recommending wearing clothes that you like, which is great. So maybe I need to become that girl. I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. though. That's way too early. I have vacation.
The next tip is to find your signature scent. I like to lather myself in this lotion. It's the EOS Vanilla Cashmere. I like to mix the Sol de Janeiro Pink Dragon Fruit and the Cloud, and I swear you will get so many questions on what perfume you are wearing. It smells amazing.
Again, with a signature scent. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to smell nice, but you don't have to commit to one scent for the rest of your life. I also, again, love how this creator is giving us suggestion, because if all 20,000 viewers of this video start to using this signature scent, it's not a signature scent anymore, right? It's just that girl that watched this video scent.
Last tip is the most important, but it's all about your mindset. You are already so gorgeous, you are already that girl, so just embrace it. Heatless curls, wearing what makes you feel confident, finding your signature scent, and your mindset is exactly what you're going to do to become that girl overnight, and I hope this helps.
The mindset thing makes this very fake again. Sure, it's very great to be confident and to project your confidence onto wherever you are, but it's very fake what it means in this specific context. I think it means something along the lines of fake it till you make it. The thing about this video is that it's framed as a how to become beautiful like the That Girl influencers you see on the internet overnight kind of video, and then the advice is to be confident and to buy the stuff on this person's Amazon affiliate link, because they have that. I checked. Anyhow, it's not gonna work like that. Putting in heatless curls is not gonna change your aesthetic overnight. It's just gonna give you heatless curls, which is great, but it's just that. One thing we haven't talked about yet is the overconsumption that is going on inside of this That Girl trend on TikTok. It starts with the Amazon affiliate links in all of these videos, and everyone having a different signature scent that you want to try out, and other must-have items you have to become that girl. The way I landed on this topic of that girl aesthetic is that I was searching for just general must-have videos to make a video about on TikTok, and then I saw that a lot of these actually were that girl must-have videos. So that's why I'm even making this video in the first place, and I really wanted to figure out what a that girl is, but it's actually very vague and it surrounds a lot about these must-have items. And these are not the cute handmade things you find on my web shop, link in the description, but the stuff that's not gonna be great for the environment, probably not made to last, and will be shipped to your house within 24 hours, so you will be that girl within 48 hours. And if that's too expensive, like the weekly mandatory clean girl manicure, you can just go to a website like Temu, which is made for overconsumption.
How to become that girl on a budget with Temu. First thing you're gonna need is a water bottle. This one's clear, perfect size, and it also counts the hours of the day that you have to drink water for only $2.18.
I absolutely agree that everyone needs a water bottle, but everyone already has a water bottle. And this one is made of plastic that will absolutely burst if you drop it only once. Also, nobody's gonna commit to those timestamps on the bottle. If you want a better bottle that's made of better quality and probably maybe even cheaper, you can just go to the thrift store and know that it's not dirty, you can clean them really well.
Every girl needs everyday accessories for beauty, skincare, and makeup, so here's a few. This sponge holder prevents your makeup bag to get dirty. It's so pretty and so cute, and it only costs $2.69. If you're a skincare girly, you need the silicone face mask brush for only 44 cents. It makes it very easier to apply skincare on your face. And of course, you need a bag for your makeup brushes for only $2. Moving on to hair care, these two products are a must in my life. This detangler gets my hair so smooth throughout the day. It's so pretty and it's also $1.99. If you want your hair to grow long and strong, you need this scalp massager for your bath and showers. And last but not least, the two hair clips are a miracle. They hold my hair so I can do my makeup and my skincare. And they're only $1.99. And if you intend to travel in 2023, you need this case for all your accessories while you're traveling. It's perfect size, is easy to use, comes in different colors, and it's only $2.28. Inside there's special places for your necklaces, bracelets, rings, and other jewelry. I don't know about you guys, but having my nails done every week, it's a must. And I do it myself to keep it on the budget. And to make them even prettier, you can get these nail brushes for $1.07. Also, don't forget to get the silicone hair ties for style your hair for only $1.99. And of course, I had to get these 2 home appliances to completely change my environment in my home. First one was this handheld vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna keep this in my room or in my car, and it only costs $21.48. And last but not least, you need this bathroom rug for only $1.08. It's so clear and clean to keep your bathroom amazing.
What I said about the water bottle goes for every product shown in this video. If you use them, you probably already own one. And if you don't have one and you feel inclined to buy one, you have probably something in your house that can function like the thing you saw in the video. Maybe it doesn't have the exact shape or it isn't made for that, but you can use a plastic container that's made for food to put your beauty blender in, right? I promise that it's not worth ordering from Temu and damage the environment and whatever else to just get that tiny little thing that maybe will end up in the back of your drawer until you move out and then throw it in the trash sometime. Like, you don't need it. These kinds of videos, and I promise you that there are a lot more of these, are the core of the dead girl trend on TikTok. The actual definition of a dead girl is still extremely vague, even though I've spent the majority of this video trying to explain it to you and myself. It just seems like dead girl aesthetic is an aesthetic that makes it seem like you have your life together. Having your life put together looks different for literally everyone, so the dead girl trend feels like an excuse for people to put forward their Amazon links or stuff like that. The dead girl aesthetic is not about feeling beautiful and confident like we saw in the first video that sets impossible standards, by the way, which is also something that should be criticized because most people cannot do that. But it's about just selling stuff that you don't need. Like I said, this trend is overconsumption in disguise. And why it works is that people want to try these things and then it doesn't work for them, or they want something different, or they already have enough to even try the thing, but they buy it and it ends up in the back of a drawer, and then they see a new person that looks like how they want to look, which is told to you by seeing all of these TikToks in the first place, and then you buy the thing and then it ends up in the drawer, and then you see, you know how it goes. It's overconsumption and it's promotion of overconsumption because everyone wants to make money, and it's really easy by the chances you can go viral, especially on TikTok, and the easiness of putting up an Amazon affiliate link. I think I've never tried that before, but it looks like it's not hard to do. So in conclusion, you don't need more stuff, and the stuff you buy from these links is not gonna make you look like these people. The dead girl trend is definitely not a subculture and probably not even an aesthetic because it doesn't have certain looks attached to it. It's just looking beautiful and confident. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please press those wonderful like and subscribe buttons, and then I will see you next time. Ciao!